Howdy there guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV, where today we're going to be discussing a banning of sorts that is going to be coming at the PDC World Championships and beyond. We're going to be talking about Owen Bates, a man who got into the World Championships on the very last day, on the very last game. He gets in on the Challenge Tour Order of Merit. He won his semi-final match 5-4 after being 4-1 down against Mike Warburton. He needed to make the final in order to make it to the World Championship, and he did at the expense of the Highlander John Henderson, who misses out by that one match on a PDC Tour Card return and an opportunity to play at Alexandra Palace in the World Championships. Instead, it's a debut for Owen Bates, and because of that, because of the attention and the broadcast and everything that's going to be coming with the World Championship, something about Owen Bates has come under question. Something I picked up on a while ago is now being picked up on by mainstream news and darts news channels and newspapers and all sorts of various media outlets picking up on the fact of Owen Bates and the changes that are going to have to come. And it all comes down to that nickname. If you remember, I made a video about like the most controversial darts. I said get them while they're there. They won't be around for long because this nickname's not going to stick. The bigger and the more up the rankings, shall we say, or the more attention that is drawn to Owen Bates. Now, I've spoke to Owen about this, and we've sort of had a bit of a chat this morning, and I've got a couple of statements from him, and we've sort of gone over where it originates from, why it happened, and what's now the future and the plans for Owen Bates. So if you're not familiar, the nickname is the Master, which is kind of a sexual sort of reference. And as you can imagine, anyone at school who's called Bates gets this name, and that's where it originated from school days for Owen. And he sort of brought it to darts when he signed with Loxley Darts, who, if you know Loxley, are a very quirky sort of brand. I was one of their first players. Ryan Searle was one of the first players. They then signed Aaron Beanie. They're like characters, and they're like people that have got something a little bit different. So they was really quite happy with the idea of the Master, Owen Bates. I'm not going to say it all in its sort of sense, but it has now got to change. Now, Owen did say this statement to me this morning. He says, I was advised by the PDC to change the nickname. I fully respect their decision and completely understand why they have made it. He also informs me that he has no intention at the moment of having a new nickname. He doesn't want to rush it. He wants to find something quite organic. So he's probably just going to be Owen Bates when it comes round to the World Championship. It's likely that there is going to be no nickname there for the artist formerly known as the Master. Now, I'm going to chuck my 2 pence in here. Of course I am. That's what I do, and that's why you've come to watch this. You want to know what I think about this? Because I can be quite opinionated every now and then. I agree with this, to be honest with you. Now, I get this from a couple of things, because actually this is going to go out on broadcasted mainstream TV around Christmas time, around the busiest time of darts. It only takes a 6, 7, 8-year-old child to wonder why he's called the Master, start typing it into Google, and bosh, it can open up a world of all sorts. I remember hearing Triple H. Of course, I'm talking about wrestling. I remember hearing Triple H talking about like they can't put China in the Hall of Fame because if people go start searching up China, what they might find. And it's the same thing with this. Like if you put this nickname forward, people start researching it. Who knows where it's going to lead them? So it's not so much what it actually is on the front of it. It's the worms, the can of worms that it can open, and you don't know what road people are going to be sent down on the internet if they start looking for Owen Bates with his current nickname. So, long story short, or short story long, whichever way round you think I've put this, Owen Bates' nickname is gone. It will not be at the World Championship. He can't use it going forward. He is looking for a new one. Send him your suggestions, guys. Hope you have enjoyed this video. I'll keep you up to date with all the latest news, anything that's interesting and happening and quirky within the darting world, right here on Edgar TV. So make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Edgar TV.